If you're new to this channel, this is an old post from 2021 where I was basically talking about stocks and investing. I'm sharing this with you to basically let you know that I've been in the whole investing space for a very long time. I started during the COVID-19 incident, and since then I have been investing in stocks and talking about stocks. So that's why I'm showing you this post, to just let you know that I've been doing this for a very long time. However, I do not come to you as a financial analyst. I am not saying I am someone you can give money to. I'm not going to ask you for money as well. Please keep that in mind in case someone reaches out to you in the comments or social media asking you for money to invest and all of that. Now, this is my current portfolio. As of now, the last 6 months, we've had the whole incident with the Trump tariffs, and it has really messed up the stock market. Now, I'm not the only one facing this. There are people whose portfolio have gone below 18%. Some portfolios have gone as low as 36%, depending on the stocks you invest or invested in. In my case, I heavily invest in technology stocks. As you can see here, mostly technology stocks, then financial services, just a couple of ETFs as well. So I take a lot of risk when it comes to investing because, of course, I'm very young and there's still a lot of time to just take risk and all of that. If you're an older person, in your 40s or 50s, and you're considering investing in stocks, I would advise maybe considering ETFs, maybe. But the purpose of this video really is to show you the stocks that I own at the moment and the ones that have really outperformed the whole Trump tariffs incident. So I have them here on the right side of my screen. That is also why I'm sharing my screen, to show you the right side. I have listed these stocks and why they are really doing well at a time like this when everyone's portfolio is going down. The market is looking good today. My portfolio is up by 3%. That's $89. Let me refresh the page. Let's see if that has updated again. It's a very volatile portfolio because, as you already know, of course, technology stocks are really volatile. Now, this is basically a mirror of my portfolio. I invest with the Bamboo app. I'm going to show you a screenshot of that on screen as well so you can see it. Everything here is also on the Bamboo app for me, and any change that happens here happens on the Bamboo app. I made a separate video a while back to show you how to do this, where you can basically track your investment with Yahoo Finance instead of having to open your Bamboo app all the time or any other investment app you use. So overall, my portfolio is down by 18%, but again, as you can see, some stocks are still doing well lately, and I want to talk about the stocks that are doing well and why they are doing well. One of those stocks in this case is, if you check the right side of my screen, is CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike is currently doing well. It's one of the stocks I talked about on December 1st, that it is a recession-proof stock. And what do I mean by that? It means that it's one of those companies that a lot of people out there actually depend on. I'm scrolling through here to pull up CrowdStrike. This is it. Let's click on it so you can get a sense of what it's been looking like so far in the last 6 months. See, in the last 6 months, it's been up by 19%. It could still go higher. It has had better days before, as you can see. But yeah, CrowdStrike is one of those companies that pretty much provide cybersecurity solutions. Airlines depend on them. Companies like even Microsoft depend on them as well. Really huge company. And because of that, even if the world is really messy financially, a lot of companies are still going to depend on them. So it's a good buy. I'm not asking you to buy it. I'm just saying, for my sake or for myself, for my experience, it's a good buy. So CrowdStrike is a really good stock to invest in because, again, a lot of big infrastructures globally, like airlines, really depend on them. I don't think I'll be able to individually tell you about each company and what they do because of the time of this video. I'm trying to make sure that it doesn't exceed 10 minutes, but let's see how it goes. The other stock I'd like to mention is IAG. As you already know, if you remember the periodic elements, IAG, um, what this company basically does is they invest and they also mine gold and other basic materials. So they've they've been really down for a very long time. They were down for quite some time, but in the last 6 months it's been going up, and it's going up because obviously the price of gold in the market has gone up. That is why this has also gone up. So over time, if gold keeps going up, this stock is going to keep going up as well. The next company is Kroger. Kroger has actually been doing well in the last couple of months. They had an incident earlier this year where an executive was let go, but it didn't really affect the stock much. As you already know, Kroger owns a bunch of supermarkets in the United States, and they also own a bunch of marketplace stores as well. So even if the world is really shaky financially, people still depend on platforms like Walmart and of course Kroger as well. I actually again got into this stock because they give dividend. The dividend is really good, like 1% of the the stock price. And this dividend, I think it happens like 3 times or 4 times a year. I can't remember, but I do get notifications from time to time that I got a dividend from Korga. So that's why I got into this particular stock. So this stock as well is a really well performing stock over time because again, everyone needs to eat, right? People depend on supermarkets and malls and drugstores and all of that. So I also think it's a good buy. Again, I'm not saying you should buy, but in terms of performance, it's been doing well for me. The next one is MVST. MVST is involved in auto parts and also lithium batteries as well. Um, their earnings call is coming up pretty soon. I thought about selling it recently because of the dips, but I want to wait to see what the earnings call is going to look like before I make any decision on this. I think that I'm up on MVST because I bought really at a very interesting time because as you can see in the last 6 months it's gone up by 893%, right? I don't know if they announced a stock split or something, but over time it's really done well. I think there was a stock split, that's why they had it's up by 893%, but really over time the stock has done well. Really volatile. It's one of those stocks I wouldn't put a lot of my money in. I don't think I own a lot of shares of MVST because of how volatile it is, and I don't think the company is really profitable at the moment. I haven't had the time to take a look at their balance sheet, but I've had this stock for a very long time as well. The next one is Netflix. Netflix is one of those stocks that I have preached to friends for a very long time to consider getting into because Netflix is one of those platforms that keeps growing over time. At the start of this year, it was announced that Netflix is going to start, of course, airing WWE matches, wrestling matches. You can watch them live on Netflix now. Some award shows are also going to, be streamed on Netflix in the coming years. So they are not going anywhere anytime soon. It's been a really profitable stock to own, and I have $149 of Netflix worth of Netflix at the moment, and I think the company is still going to grow as long as they keep crushing their earnings, which they did recently. By the way, they announced their earnings recently, and it was amazing. They're still getting a lot of subscribers. They're still getting a lot of users who use the platform. So I think it's a good investment. It hasn't gone down again, even with the whole Trump tariffs thing, because everyone uses Netflix and their numbers are really looking good. Their moves are great. It excites investors and they want to invest in the company more. Next one is Palantir. Palantir is the best performing stock of 2024. And I bought at a really good time. Really good time with a couple of friends who I pretty much advised to also buy, and it's been really amazing, really amazing owning Palantir stocks. Over time I had to take profit at some point, right? But still, even with the profit I took, my holdings on this stock is still really high. Um, the PE ratio is ridiculously high. That's why I wouldn't tell somebody, hey, go and invest in Palantir right now, because the PE ratio is ridiculously high. Like, anything could happen at this point, but it keeps going up because they keep winning contracts over time. This is Palantir wins immigration tracking contract. Like, they keep winning contracts, and it excites investors, and people are getting in there. So I'm still holding some shares of Palantir, as you already know, and I am really looking forward to how it goes. I will not feel bad if anything happens to my Palantir stock right now, because again, I already took profit before. Now, SoFi is the next one. SoFi is a financial service company, basically like a bank. They offer loans, they offer a bunch of banking services as well, and they are expanding. Their last earning call from last year, or the um last quarter, before this new year, was really good. It was really good, and I've had the stock before then even, so I've had to take profit from this as well over time, because I invested like really small money initially, but it really did well over time. So SoFi for me was also because I got in early. Um, I am still scared that they are going to get hit by the whole Trump tariff thing, because if inflation is up, stocks like this tend to get hit the most, because people stop to use them, stop to collect loans and all of that, because of the interest rates, which are going to be higher than they are right now. So I'm really on the edge about this stock, but I am watching it, I'm monitoring it every day, and I'm really looking forward to how all of this will go. I love SoFi. Apart from Palantir, it's also one of the stocks that has given me the most money over time. Next one is Sound. Sound is SoundHound AI. For Hound AI, I've also had this for a while. I haven't sold it because I did initially get in early, and over time, they've had issues like being dumped by Nvidia. Nvidia used to hold the stock, but over time, Nvidia dumped them, and the stock price really dropped from all the way up, then all the way down again. It was really sad, but I'm still holding SoundHound AI, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how the next couple of months is going to go, because everyone is investing in AI right now, and SoundHound AI is one of those companies that has AI services in cars, and I'm really looking forward to how that goes. Then there is STNE, which is Stone Coal. Let's go back. The next one is STNE, which is Stone Coal. It's also a financial technology company based in Brazil. When I got this stock, I literally closed my eyes and invested in it. I didn't think they would still be this up at this point. I didn't think anything really. I just really did my research, and it seemed like a really solid company, and I invested in it. They're currently in Brazil, and of course, they are looking to also expand as well. I'm really looking forward to the expansion, and of course, um, let's just see how it goes with this one. I currently own just a $65 worth of it, and I'm really hoping that it keeps going up. But this is also one of those stocks that has really outperformed the whole Trump tariff incident. Like from 6 months ago, around the February, March, you can see it, there was a dip at some point, but it kept going up. It's been going up since, and now it's like $13 per share. So I'm really looking forward to how this goes. The next stock on my list is Uber. Uber as well has been doing well, but of course there were dips at some point in March, and then in April recently it was downgraded. I don't know if it's because of the fine they were recently fined by FTC, so I'm pretty sure this is not going to be a huge issue. To be honest, I'm still holding. I'm not gonna sell my Uber stock. If you look at their numbers and their balance sheet, Uber is actually one of the solid companies out there to invest in right now. I used to joke about how if I got my pay like every month and I have a lot of money, I would just keep investing in Uber, because they have a huge ride hailing market share globally. They're still expanding. Of course, there are fines here and there from time to time, but their balance sheet is really, really solid. So Uber is still a go for me. It's one of the stocks that I plan to hold for a very long time and just really see how it goes. I think I invested around 800 and something dollars in Uber initially, but then I added some more money over time. It has gone down a bit because of the FTC fine. I think it was also downgraded recently by another company or another analyst, but we'll see how it goes. I'm not selling my Uber anytime soon, and if I had the money, I would actually buy more Uber shares. And last but not least, Visa. Visa is one of those stocks I am also going to be holding for a very long time. In my top 10 list of stocks, Visa is right up there. Not just because their PE ratio is moderate or because they give me dividend from time to time, but because they have a huge market share globally. In over 200 countries out there, you have Visa. There are banks who are issuing Visa cards, using Visa services. They have a huge operating income. A lot of people depend and rely on Visa, and it's all of that. Really, if you really look at it, all of that, and the fact that legally they are not one of those companies that is really, really prone to a lot of trouble is also another reason to invest in, of course, um Visa. So I'm going to be holding this for a while. These are basically the stocks that have really, really performed well over time for me. If you look at this on the right side, these you can see all the stocks. They are here on my recently viewed. Netflix today alone is 5% up. That's $58 in profit. If you invested or bought one share of it. So these stocks, all these stocks have really done well with the whole Trump tariff incident. It's like they don't give a shit about the whole Trump tariff. So there are more people who are using SoFi. There are more people who are using Netflix. Netflix just keeps going up. And I'm really, really glad to be talking to you about these stocks. Let me know if you have questions. Let me know if you have thoughts. Let's have a conversation in the comments. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you around. Bye.